Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. So finally OnePlus have started rolling out OxygenOS 14.1 for OnePlus 12 series, and it brings a lot of new changes in the entire UI. Along with that, it also brings animation upgrade. So in this video, we'll talk about every change what OxygenOS 14.1 brings on the table for OnePlus 12. So now without wasting any more time, let's get started. Here I have two phones for comparison. Towards the right hand side this is OnePlus 12 and towards the left hand side this is OnePlus 12R. First of all, let me show you the software information. By the way guys, this OTA update is yet to roll out. We already have the file and we have manually installed it. Right now if you see here, it says OxygenOS 14.0, but here you can see a screenshot from the same file which we installed which says OS version is 14.1. Basically it's 14.1 only. I don't know why it's mentioned 14.0, and if you guys want to install, you can download the files from the description below. If you go to version, here you can see the version is now .810. Previously we had .800. And Android version now we have the security patch of 5th June 2024. So as said, download links can be found in the description below. You just go to about section, tap on these three dots and select local install. So this was the file. Currently we have the full zip file. We don't have the incremental file. If you guys can wait for the OTA update, you can wait, or else if you want to update your device immediately, you can download the file from the description below. Now before moving ahead guys, if you like our content and if you think it's useful for you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing to our channel. If you see the changelogs, the list is quite huge, but there are some things which OnePlus haven't mentioned in the changelogs. First, let's talk about them. First, let's talk about the lock screen changes, and the first change is layer 2 music player. So let me play a song here, and if I go to the lock screen, now you'll see slight changes in the music player on the lock screen. It's not completely revamped. There are slight changes, like you get to see this wavy format towards the right top corner. You also have the progress bar in between, and beneath that you have buttons like pause, next or previous song. So this is the minor change what they have done. But there are no changes done in the quick setting tile. It remains exactly same what we have seen on previous builds. But if you see one thing, the icons in the status bar got revamped along with this settings icon. Now we have bolder icons in the status bar, and you can also see the battery bar also got revamped. Talking about the battery bar, let me show you in the settings page. Here you can clearly see the difference between the icons of battery style. Both the icons on the latest build got revamped, and now they exactly look similar what we have seen on the first developer preview of Android 15, which was released for OnePlus 12. Along with that, we also have the support of dynamic island when you play any music. Right now it doesn't work with applications like YouTube or YouTube Music. Currently it only works with applications like Spotify. So if I play a song, this is how it appears in the status bar, similar to what we used to see before with applications like clocks. Long pressing on it will provide you more information. I hope in future OnePlus do add support with application like YouTube or YouTube Music. Also in the quick setting tiles, we do have that torch slider to increase the brightness which we have seen on iPhones, and it actually works now. You can increase or decrease brightness as per your requirement. Another change what you'll see, and that's layered to the animation. So whenever you pull down the notification, now you can see we have a very nice bouncy effect, which wasn't the case with the previous build when they did introduce this new animation engine. Now there are a lot of places where animations got improved. We'll talk about them in the later part of the video. Also another change is in the volume panel. Now you can see again they have revamped the volume panel, which looks nice now. It is smaller in size compared to previous one, and the edges are also properly curved. This is the difference when you press the volume button, and if you change app specific volume, this is how it looks. Again you can see size is quite small. App volume text and the icon have been moved towards the bottom side now, and this is how it looks if you open the sound settings. Now in the entire panel they have reduced the size of the volume sliders. Also if you go to wallpaper section, now there's this new effect they have added, which is blur effect, that applies for the static wallpapers. So if I select this wallpaper, you can see now a new tab, or you can say icon. If you tap on it, it will blur the background or the wallpaper, and now you can select where you want to apply this blur wallpaper, and you get nice animation. For example, if you have set the blur effect for the home screen and lock screen, you have the normal wallpaper. Whenever you unlock the device, you'll see that nice transition. So let me unlock the device, and there we go. After that, launcher also got upgraded. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I informed about the launcher update few days back along with the launcher APK link, in which I had already explained all the changes. So if you guys want to know such things before, make sure to follow us on Twitter also. Now talking about the changes, so the first change what you'll see, and that's under the layout. Previously you can see we had the layouts like 3x6, 4x5, but now we have only two layouts. One is 4x6 and the second one is 5x6. After that, if you go to settings, settings. Other than that, changes are done in the settings launcher. So if you see here, previously we used to see 2 lines in single section, but now they have made some changes. Now entire thing appears in the single line. And this change is not only with the launcher, in most of the settings page they have done these changes. And also if you see, the pop-up menu have been moved towards the right hand side instead of left hand side, which used to appear before. And in the app drawer also they have done a very minor change. So on this device, if you see towards the bottom side, it's completely transparent, but here on this latest build of launcher, you have this dark shade towards the bottom side, and which looks quite nice. So this is the only change in the app drawer. Now let's go to the settings, because there are a lot of changes done by OnePlus in the settings page. So if you go to settings, first of all, you will see now airplane mode have been added on the top side in the first section. And after that, they have also segregated sections quite well. Now if you see, for the customization section, they have added wallpaper and style, home screen and lock screen, display and brightness under one section. Sounds and notification have got different section, and the same thing applies with other settings. Also, if you see here, now system and update section have been clubbed together. Previously we had update section under about device, but now under system and update, we have a software update section. Also in past, Google did introduce a feature called repair mode, and finally it comes on OxygenOS also. So it's a very useful feature. For example, if you give your device to service center for some repair, you can enter the repair mode. The service center employee won't be able to check out your personal informations like photos, videos, contacts, SMS and other chats. And OnePlus have also mentioned some notes like, before having your phone repaired, backup data is important. Before returning on the repair mode, make sure the phone storage space is sufficient, at least 10% available. So you can read these notes before giving your device for repair. So these are some of the changes what they have done in the main page of settings. I would say they have now properly segregated each and every setting depending on its functionalities. The next change is in the display section. So if you scroll down, previously we had the option of adaptive sleep, but now it has been renamed to screen attention, but both of them have the similar functionalities. And as I told you guys in the launcher settings, that instead of these 2 lines or the text which we used to see beneath the setting, now everything have been moved towards the right hand side, making it look more better. Under the battery settings also, now you can see a lot of changes. We have single section for battery health, smart rapid charging, reverse wireless charging, etc. And if you go to RAM expansion option, now you can see there's a new toggle called RAM optimization. Here system automatically detects idle background application and compress their memory to free up some RAM space. And here is the graph which shows which all application memory have been freed up. You can see up to 1.32 GB RAM have been freed up, which was being used by the applications like BGMI, Facebook, Telegram, etc. And this feature will be very useful because it also frees up the space, and it doesn't even let the application get closed in the background. Still frees up some memory for other applications if you are doing multitasking. Also now special features have been moved under accessibility and convenience. So if you think these features are removed, no, these features are not removed. Everything is moved under accessibility now. So these were some of the changes which we found after installing this latest build, which OnePlus did not mention. Now let's talk about the changelogs which OnePlus have mentioned. So if you go to about section, here you can see there are changes related to touch controls, animation upgrade, games, and then some system changes. With the first changelog, OnePlus says app icons on the home screen now responds faster on your taps. And yes guys, you can feel the difference. I know there will be slight difference if we tap manually, but yes, you can feel the difference in the responsiveness while tapping on the icons on the home screen. Later on, they have improved the touch control responsiveness when opening and closing the application. Along with that, they have also optimized animations when opening or closing multiple applications. And animations also got optimized whenever you drag an application on the home screen, which is also being mentioned in the changelogs. OnePlus also adds the Gaussian blur effect when opening and closing the app icon on the home screen. For this, you need to open and close the applications quite fast. Then only you will be able to see that Gaussian blur effect. And they have also added a new transition whenever you open or close the home screen widgets. And you can clearly see a difference here in the animation, or you can see the transition part. Previously, the closing animation used to go here where the application is placed. But now that's not the case. We do have a nice closing and opening transition. And this thing applies with all the widgets which are present on your home screen. So these were changes related to animation. Now let's talk about other changes. So the next changelog which they have mentioned, that's related to gaming, which says improve gaming stability. So we did play a TDM and we had no issues playing TDM. Generally, I do gaming on this particular device, which is OnePlus 12, and this device doesn't disappoint me. Only one thing which OnePlus haven't fixed, that the screen recording is still restricted to 60 FPS. So whenever you are playing game and if you want to record the game, the FPS drops to 60 if you are playing in 90 FPS. Other than that, there are no issues. This device can easily handle 90 FPS unless the device temperature goes quite high. So overall, in terms of gaming, I never had any kind of issues with my OnePlus 12. Then there are few changes what OnePlus have mentioned that's related to system, in which they say now they have added the option to hide track, which was already present on OnePlus 12. I do have a screenshot before updating the device. So here you can see there was already an option to hide the track on the previous build, but still they have mentioned in the change logs. And at last they have fixed an issue where the volume slider in the quick settings and the one triggered by pressing the physical volume button might appear at the same time. But that's not the case here on this latest build. I've personally tested and everything is good enough. So guys, these were all the changes related to OxygenOS 14.1 for OnePlus 12. If you guys have any kind of questions, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll be soon dropping an in-depth review within a day or two of this particular build. So let me know what all topics to be covered, and if I find anything new on this build, I'll do a follow-up video by tomorrow. So as of now, only this much in this video. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.